Hello Aries, I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be a reading for the Venus retrograde transit in Leo. I hope that it's helpful in some way. Only take the messages if they resonate. Remember, you know yourself best, right? You're the expert of you. You have your own connection with spirit. My job here is to reflect energetic frequencies back to you that may resonate with you, that hopefully will assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity, providing you a sense of confirmation, validation, encouragement, empowerment, celebration, all of those nice things, okay? But remember, right? Take what you want, leave the rest. You'll know when a message resonates. You'll know when one doesn't. So here we go. We've got Starfruit Dragon, moderation. That's been coming out a lot for each sign so far, and the collective readings at this time. And then we've got Blueberry Dragon, goals. And then we've got Peanut Butter Dragon, companion. I saw that while I was shuffling the cards and preparing the deck, and I was like, oh, that hasn't come out in a while, and that's cute that it did for you. And we've got growth at the bottom. So I feel like it's sweet. This is a sweet energy, Aries. The North Node has just moved into your sign, which is, very activating. The North Node is this, it is a very activating energy, okay? And so it's really stimulating this, I am energy, which is your energy. You are the spark that lights up the whole zodiac, okay? So if the North Node is in your sign, the South Node is in Libra. So you are the I am the other, axis. So you're the I am energy, and Libra is the other, and it's this relationship, connection type energy, right? Where we are all individuals within connection with other individuals in connection, if that makes sense. So I feel like this is going to land probably differently for each and every one of you. But I do sense a lot of connection goals. Some of you deepening your relationships with working together to reach certain goals. And I feel like it has a really like gentle pace to it with this moderation card. I feel like those of you who are, again, working at reaching certain milestones with your partner, that there's this sense of going at your own pace and participating in your own unique way and them in theirs, and working at reaching these goals together without too much of a rush. Like I said, there's a sense of gentleness to it. Retrograde energy is a different pace, so it's kind of slowing things down. It's introspective, and it's a good time to kind of revisit, realign, readjust different things. So this could be an invitation for you and your partner to kind of revisit certain things, look at how things are growing, look at how things, are maybe not growing, and make some adjustments that seem appropriate, okay? This is a great energy to do that. And then others of you, this may revolve around friendships. This may revolve around community connection. And even those of you in romantic relationships could resonate with that as well. Like I said, it's going to be very layered. This is all about companionship, connection. Some of you may be, making goals to meet new people, to make new friends, to kind of participate or create new communities where you have this kind of companionship. And I sense too, it's a gentleness. I don't feel like a lot of rush, really kind of driving it hard to like go and meet certain goals, and if you don't, then like it just feels, yeah, there's a sense of surrender. There's a sense of flow with this energy, Aries. It's chill. It's chill. And honestly, it is going to take you farther than like being hard on yourself ever would. And maybe that's something that some of you have been working on. Maybe that's something that this Venus in retrograde has shed light on, to be like, hey, like, it doesn't have to be like so harsh. And it's okay to kind of flow. And maybe the companions, the people that you're connecting with in a positive way are really helping you see that. You're helping each other see that. So we've got Will of the Wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Yeah. There feels like a big learning lesson there, like to be able to kind of go into the shadow and look at like where you've been really hard on yourself, especially in regards to where you think you should be or where you feel like you should be, or trying to make things happen, because you have a lot of willpower, Aries. You have a lot of fire, right? You have a lot of passion and energy and action. So you have a there's a knack of yours to really like export a lot of energy. And what I'm sensing here with this Venus in retrograde reading is that it's kind of there's just more energy used in moderation. So there's action taken, and then there's rest taken as well. There's goals that are being worked on as an individual and in relationship, whatever that kind of relationship looks like for you. There's also, I sense, more goals around positive companionship, whatever that may look like for you. Because again, it's going to look differently for each and every one of you. And I sense you surrendering and flowing and kind of giving up, like, giving up the how kind of thing. Like I feel a sense of curiosity, I guess. It's almost like taking a curious approach to life and taking aligned action that feels right, and then watching the magic happen, I just heard. So I feel like you've been learning a lot about yourself. You've really been diving into the shadow. You've, connected with the treasure hidden in the shadows, right? Like there's things that I sense you really know about yourself that are gems. Like your ability to get things done, your ability to see things through, your strength, your sweetness. There's a sweetness to this energy, Aries. Like there's just an open-heartedness. There's drive, there's passion, there's just so much. There's just so much. And I feel like you're able to see yourself at a deeper level and what you're capable of, and clear away anything that is, creating any kind of constriction. And when we go into our shadow, right, and we do that kind of work, we reveal the gems of the soul underneath, right? We would clear away the blockages and anything that we're bringing our awareness to. As we expand, we reveal the treasures beneath, right? And then they have room to sparkle and shine in the caverns of our soul, right? And then you got crown games, right use of power. So I just saw like a crown with a bunch of gems in it, and it feels like there's certain things that you've plucked out of the cavern of your soul, the gems, and are placing them in your crown in order to wear with pride. Like there's just this sense of of like sovereignty and like kind of being very regal and powerful in who you are, and are shining proudly. Okay, so then we also got overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. There's just a sense of just gratitude. There's just a sense of like feeling really, really, just feeling really grateful. It's almost like I'm looking around being like kind of like shocked at what I'm looking at, like, and being like, but just really grateful to be like, wow, this is really real. So I feel like there are like really good people around you. It's almost like you're like kind of coming up for air right now, and you're like really seeing like, wow, look at how much I heard your life has changed for the better. Like your circle, there's something about that, like your circle of people, and like, yeah, the people that you're intimate with, and again, intimacy takes so many different like looks, right? But this is, you know, romantic partnerships, friendships, work dynamics, like family relationships, community, right? All of it. I just feel like there's a lot that's changed for the better. And this Venus retrograde is, I heard, taking a victory lap. It's like taking a little victory lap at all the things that you've been putting your energy towards and have accomplished, and the healing work that you've done up until this point. The peace that I sense is there with yourself. Like, I definitely sense you cultivating a lot of peace with yourself. And Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been hard times. There's been challenging times. There's been a lot of change, a lot of physical change. Things where, you know, there's been a bit chaotic, and you maybe been forced to, you know, like leave situations, right? Page of Cups. And nurture yourself, tend to your heart. Really ask yourself like what you need, what you want, like what are your goals, like what is it that you desire. And I feel like there's this sense here with this Venus retrograde energy, this like victory lap, where it's inviting you to kind of just look at like how much you have prayed for this very thing, and now to just gently tune into like what it is you desire moving forward, with yourself and the people that feel like home to you, and the people that you are wanting to call in and meet and do, you know, like the experiences that you want to, you know, create, and kind of give it to the universe. And again, like watch the magic happen. Then we've got the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups and the World card. So when I was looking at the Peanut Butter Dragon Companion, I heard like stuck to you, right? Like peanut butter is sticky. So with the Two of Cups here, like this is a card of love. And the Queen of Cups also a card of love. Like, you know, some of you are definitely calling love into your life, like healthy, reciprocal, romantic love. And this Venus retrograde is a great energy to work with to do that. Others of you may be deepening your love relationship and just really feeling that sense of peace and happiness and love, and being able to be loved in the way that you like to be loved, and also love in the way that you like to love, and just have this beautiful reciprocal dynamic where you both just are present in the relationship. You're reaching into the relationship, and it's just creating this like cup runneth over, like luscious abundance, like overflow. Like it just feels like, it feels like overwhelm and plenty, but the overwhelm is like gratitude overwhelm, just like brimming. And I really feel like this is really you knowing like you're worth like being loved in the best way possible, and to value the way that you love, like to really respect the way that you love, to be discerning about who it is that you are loving. And again, a lot of you are going to be at different timelines with this, but I do sense there's a feeling here of taking a victory lap and like looking at how far you've come and who's in your life and how good it feels. And others of you are like, okay, there's a sense of like clearing room to be able to call in these healthier dynamics and these like delicious loving dynamics, and they're flowing. Okay, so they're flowing, and just give yourself a pat on the back and trust yourself and wear your crown with pride, and keep nourishing yourself and loving on yourself, because that really brings in and calls in like more of that, and flowing and not being so hard on yourself, right? And yeah, it's beautiful energy. It's really, really beautiful energy. So a lot of you are going to be falling in love, meeting really good people. This North Node in Aries, South Node in Libra is bringing forward a lot of soul family, okay? And like, again, creating a dynamic where the people that you are vibing with, like you're deepening that relationship. Again, not to be redundant, but romantically, like platonically, community-wise, work-wise, all of it. It's hitting on all of those levels. Wherever you as an individual are connecting to others, yeah, that's where this is going to be really magical. And like it's moving through your sign, this North Node, so there's just this activation of who you are, being seen for who you are, being valued for who you are, and really like leading the collective in being our authentic selves, being our true selves, and showing up in this like true, like pure way, like this, like we are who we are, and this sense of being really curious about what life has in store for us, because Aries, you have this curious like energy about you where you're like really open to what life has in store for you, you know, and like you teach the collective that very thing. And so with the North Node moving through your sign, like this is collective energy being activated, where we are all standing in our power. We're learning how to stand in our power and know our worth and know our value. With the North Node coming out of Taurus, right? We are our own greatest resources. Now we go out and we take action on that, right? We take the initiative with that in the sign of Aries. And another thing too is like there's a lot of like healing here, like a lot of boundaries that I'm sensing. You know, there's things that you've gone through in the last little while that has taught you about your worth. So as you move forward, like, you know, you have your own back, you know, you're able to take care of yourself, you know, like there's a sense of being your own best friend. So as you go out and you meet other people, you deepen your relationships, there's always that like feeling that you've got yourself no matter what. And there's a sense of like trusting yourself and trusting moving into connection and companionship more and more with that awareness. You know you've got yourself, you know the universe has got you, and no matter what, you are safe, loved, and protected. Okay, I hope that this is helpful in some way. This was a beautiful reading, and I send love to you, Aries. I'll catch you in the next one.